Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show, and today I have some really good news for everyone watching. And no, it's not the fact that I finally got coffee creamer. It's because we got a brand new episode just posted by CNBC. It's this new series that they came up with called Unlocked. And basically what they do, they follow the lives of millennials and they see how much money they're throwing away on rent. And then I could watch the video and then critique their spending habits and where they live. It's fantastic, guys, and this episode is called Living in a $2,000 a Month Apartment in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Wait for it. Unlocked. Now, with that said, really quick, we got to demolish the like button, guys. Destroy it, because lately it's gotten way too powerful, so I just smashed it there. And wait, what's that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Weeble's 4 free stocks down below in the description. When you deposit $100, they'll give you 4 free stocks potentially worth all the way up to $1,600. So you may as well just go and get it, because it's free money. With that said, let's start the video here. Cheers. You know what's crazy? We haven't even started the video yet. I've never been able to do this. I found it so uncomfortable just to put your socks up all the way like that. Like, I always, when I put on socks, I then just like curl them down all the way, because otherwise it just gets itchy. Doesn't that get itchy? Am I the only one who has never done this before? I know it's what all the cool kids are doing these days, but just never, I could never do that.
College student, we've had to put a lot of thought into actually how we're gonna afford this place. A lot of the money that comes from this apartment actually came from summer internships, but we also had to cut back on our spending during the semester in order to make sure that we'll be able to pay rent.
You know what they should have been doing? They should have been buying GameStop call options. Like, guys, how are we gonna afford this place? Well, that's simple. GameStop call options. Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, and then next month we could buy AMC to pay for the rent. Oh wow, good idea. Wow, we don't need to budget anymore when we got Robinhood. Just kidding, but seriously, this place looks like either a gamer lives here, a college kid, or it's one or the other. I do like the aesthetic though. I do think it's kind of neat.
My name is Ben Boxer. I'm 21 years old, living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in a 2-bedroom apartment.
I think it's so funny they're blurring out what's on the TV, and you could just use your imagination there. It makes it seem like he's watching something highly inappropriate, but in reality, I bet he's just got like the Nature Channel on or something, and maybe he's playing a YouTube video in the background. They just have to blur it.
The apartment costs $2,000 a month, but my portion of that is $800 a month.
Not bad. Not bad at all. We got to see how much money he's making though, but doesn't that seem expensive for Pittsburgh? 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, $2,000 a month. Like, this is Los Angeles pricing in Pittsburgh. My feeling is that it's probably close to a college campus, and the landlord knows. Oh yeah, you get extra for that.
My portion of that is $800 a month.
It's surprisingly clean for a college place with probably 2 roommates in there. I bet it's never that clean. I bet you go in during any other time before CNBC goes in, like films other cameras. It's got to be a mess. There's no way 2 21-year-olds are living together and it's this clean. No way. I want to call that one out.
What we decided to do was I would take one of the bedrooms for myself and pay $800 a month. And then my 2 other roommates would split the other bedroom and each pay $600 a month.
Oh, wow. They have 3 people living in a 2-bedroom with 1 bathroom. Look at it. You know what? I'm surprised in this room why they just didn't get bunk beds instead. You would think they would have so much more room for activities if they just had a bunk bed. Think about it. 1 bunk bed there, and then the other side of the room, you could study, you could do karate, sumo wrestling. You could do so many things on the other side of the room, just bunk beds.
So that way it's kind of more fairly split based on how much space we each have.
I would much rather pay $800 a month, have my entire whole room, than $600 a month and split the bedroom. That seems like a no-brainer for him.
So I'm a huge nerd when it comes to technology, so I really wanted to try to make this place as techy as possible. We set up all the lights so that they're smart home lights, so everything can be controlled right from my phone or by speaking to the HomePods in the corner of the room.
That's cool. I got to admit, that's neat. I love what's going on in the ceiling. I love that. I'm trying to figure out, like, I thought for a second it's coming from the tissue box, but no, it's not. The mirror with the LEDs in the back, all the LED lights, those things are expensive. Like, those lights could be easily 20, 30 bucks each just to control them from your phone. That is neat though. That is neat. I will give that a pass.
It's been super cool for like when we have a movie night, we can dim all the lights automatically. And also it allows us to turn on and off the lights.
He's wearing shoes in the house. You see that? That's my one pet peeve, wearing shoes in the house. Listen, okay, so here's where this all started. When I grew up, my parents never enforced the no shoes in the house, and we had carpet. And after, I don't know, a few times, that carpet is dirty. Like, you could see the foot marks when you're walking through the house, down the carpet, to the living room, to the kitchen. Like, you see just the pathways of where you go. Ever since then, I've just been like, no, I will always take my shoes off from now on. Wow, look at that. They signed the lease December 2019 and then moved in 8 months later. I wonder why. Wow, their utilities are included. That's danger for landlords. That's something I would never want to do, because then you get a situation like this where it's like 3 people together and then they bring over their friends and friends crash the night, and then it's like, well, the friends got to take a shower and then the other 10 people have to take a shower, and they're all using up electricity. The good news, at least, he's using LED light bulbs. So that would be super energy efficient for the landlord. But the water,
When we were looking for a place, we knew the one thing for certain was that we all wanted to live together and we all wanted to pay less than what the dorms cost.
Those dorms look just so cramped. So cramped. Like, where can you film YouTube videos in there? I need more space than that. It makes sense, I think, for him. Just rent his own apartment, don't live in the dorms, live with your buddies, be close to campus. I think for him it makes a lot of sense.
So even though this apartment is a lot more affordable than something like living in the dorm, it is a little bit challenging to manage the money, considering basically it all has to come from savings over the summer and then it gets slowly dwindled down each month.
Well, wouldn't the same thing apply also if you're living in the dorms? Like, that, the dorms cost more money. You gotta figure out how to pay for that the same way you would pay for this. I think this is no more challenging than a dorm. If anything, this is easier than a dorm because it's less money.
Me and my roommates have all set monthly budgets for ourselves when it comes to eating out, so that way we aren't encouraged to eat out as much and we can really track our spending and make sure that the financial situation of living in an apartment while being a student works out.
He's not normal, guys. He's not normal. I have met very few 21-year-olds who actually budget and make food at home and think about financial responsibility. That's incredible. Now, I have a feeling you guys watch and you're already like this. And maybe you're younger, maybe you're older, whatever. We all kind of think the same way as him. But for him to be doing this at 21, he's got a huge head start over so many of his peers just because he's thinking about this stuff. Like, already, he's on a great track.
Because there were so many students in this area trying to look for a place as a college apartment, we knew that we had to start very early in the process. That's why we actually started over the winter. This apartment actually came from a suggestion from a friend. They had lived here in the past and they had said this was a great place right near campus for college students. And so we checked it out and we loved it.
That's it. That's why. It's incredible how competitive these places are. I'm surprised if this landlord is booked like 8 months in advance, he could easily get like $2,300 a month, $2,400 a month. Get the same caliber of tenant, but guaranteed. It's like now instead of spending $600 for half a room, you're spending like $650. Not the end of the world.
There were enough open units for us to actually move in, and the places were really, really nice. So I think the day after our tour, we ended up signing a lease for August of 2020, and that's when we actually moved in because that's when our senior semester started. The process to actually acquire this place was super easy.
Oh, look at this, guys. So he touts like, oh, I'm making food at home. We don't eat out. Look what he has on the table here. Chipotle. He's eating Chipotle. I hope that's like his friend's food who left it and then he's just eating the leftovers. That's what I would hope.
So when we signed the lease in December 2019, we had to pay an upfront cost of about $4,000. $2,000 of that was a security deposit and the other $2,000 was paying off last month's rent.
All right, so I see this. So, yeah, so $4,000, that's about standard. $2,000 security deposit, that's fine. Your last month's rent in California, believe it or not, technically you're not supposed to accept the last month's rent anymore. Technically, that's a fun fact of the day, so I don't know about here. But overall, it's not that bad.
So this apartment has the basic amenities. There's an elevator to the upper floors and laundry in the basement.
Basic amenities, it has a staircase. It has a door that locks. It's got a doorbell. All the amenities and an elevator.
Both bedrooms are pretty large and about the same size at 12 by 15 feet, and I've utilized that space very well. I put both my bed and my desk in my room, so that's where I sleep and get most of my work done. I've also added a lot of cool techie things since I am super obsessed with technology. I have a projector in there, a whole bunch of smart lights, and it's really nice.
That's cool. Honestly, I think it's neat. I had one of those projector things. I think when I was in high school, I got one of those little like rinky-dink ones, or like the $70 ones. So much fun with that. I would plug it in the TV and then I'd project onto one of the walls. It was so much fun.
One of the big investments I actually made for this apartment was into my desk. I actually spent well over $7,000 on a nice desk setup to work at.
$7,000 on that? What? How is he making money? How is he making $7 grand to spend on a desk and all the setup here on top of rent while going to college full time and working summers? I'm gonna find out.
You can see I have this big metal rack that Amazon actually makes, and that allows me to utilize the vertical space very well.
I have a very similar one. I loved these things. I got something almost identical to this on Amazon. Set it up myself, drilled it in the wall. It's this complete closet organizer for like a fraction of the cost of anything else. Works amazing. Looks exactly like this.
I also installed this motion light strip at the very top of my closet. Then the other half of my closet, which you can actually access through another door in the hallway, is what I call my gear closet. You can see I've got my lighting equipment down here, tripods, got drones, GoPros, cameras, all of my lenses, ND filters.
Whoa, look at this. This is incredible. What is he setting up to? What is he filming? He's up to something here. Wow.
Now moving on from the bedroom, we get to our front hall foyer. Here you can see I got a nice little table. We got our pantry full of food over here. Got my roommate's bedroom down there. Our bathroom. I'm so used to living in a dorm where a lot more people are sharing a bathroom, and so having 3 people sharing one bathroom has actually worked out pretty nicely.
Ooh, that's neat. I don't know why, I feel like these little lights just make everything look so much cooler. Like, this is so impractical. Like, there's no reason you'd ever need a light inside your toilet. How does he... Oh, I see. It's a thing that goes like right under the seat. That's clever. It's cool.
So this room is really the heart of the apartment. This is where we hang out the most, where all of us just sit around. We eat our meals here. We have this massive couch which everybody in the pod comes and hangs out on. This is actually a black IKEA coffee table, which I then covered in this like vinyl wooden flooring. We have a ton of fake plants all around the room. Got nice wooden furniture all around.
I like it. And look at this, he's got a YouTube play button up there, a blue one. I like this a lot. I think from a decorative standpoint, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10, which honestly is good. I would say maybe the average 21-year-old college student would probably get like a 3. So this gets a pass.
So overall, I think we got a stellar deal with this apartment.
Oh, look at that, he's got the Chipotle. Now here's the thing with CNBC. Usually when they go and film stuff like this, they'll just say like, hey, what sort of food do you want today? And then you'll be like, oh, I guess we could get Chipotle. And they're like, oh, perfect, we'll buy it. And then once you figure out that they're the ones buying it, you're like, oh, should have gotten lobster. Should have gotten like something like filet mignon steak, because they'll buy it for you. So that's probably what happened here, is they just paid for Chipotle.
I think I'll miss my friends the most and not so much the actual apartment, just because like as soon as I graduate, like I don't know if we'll ever all be in the same spot at the same time again. And so I'm really trying to enjoy that, live it up, and just have fun during my senior year.
Yeah, you know what? He's got a good head on his shoulders. I think he's well-rounded, very smart, good with money. There's nothing in here I could dislike about this. I mean, let's be real here. He's doing everything. He's doing everything right, guys. Let's go to the comments here. Robert, confirmed. You now need a YouTube channel to be featured on these segments. Does he have a YouTube channel? Oh, he's doing some tech reviews. Smart. You know what? If he's into tech and he has all this equipment, he may as well just be making review videos about it on YouTube and making some money on the side to help pay for all of his tech habits. So yeah, it does seem as though everyone who's on CNBC lately has a YouTube channel. Why is that? Is it because CNBC is really popular on YouTube and people who have a channel are most likely to apply? Is it just coincidence? What, you know, we got to figure this one out. The rent split should have been more like $1,000 and $500 to the other two. Yeah, it should have been, but you know what? If I were Ben, I'd be like, no guys, you're getting a good price. 600? Huh, I'm paying 800. Oh, you guys are so lucky, 600 bucks. You play into that. And then this one, $7,000 for the desk setup. I think there's a bit of a sag on the actual wood top of the $7,000 desk with all the equipment on it. It's funny, I was actually thinking the exact same thing, like the desk was bowing down from the weight of all of the equipment on there. I think maybe he's got to reevaluate where that $7,000 desk is going. And then finally we got this one. Who is now waiting for Graham's video? Can't wait. And then Meet Kevin's is already out. Meet Kevin beat me to it today. Like literally 2 hours after this video came out, Meet Kevin had a video just already on it. Like I can't compete with that. But guys, with my videos, you're getting Jack editing them like crazy. You're gonna get my funny commentary, and then you're gonna get me to remind you guys to get your 4 free stocks down below in the description from Webull. That's what you get with my videos. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to destroy the subscribe button and the like button and the notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. Post pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. As on the podcast, the Iced Coffee Hour, new episodes being posted every single Sunday. And lastly, if you have not yet gotten those 4 free stocks, use the link down below in the description. Webull is going to be giving you 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 on the platform, and those stocks are potentially worth all the way up to $1,600. So if you want free stocks, that's free money, use that link down below. Let me know what stocks you get. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.